Next, we'll be sharing the vision that God has placed in the hearts of the leadership, and there's no better person to share that than Paul Sumkari. The idea for starting this church was God placed that in Paul's heart first, I believe, and so we'll hear from Paul Sumkari. I think most of us know Paul.
Thank you all for coming. In the Bible, book of Acts, chapter 17, it says, "From one man he made all the nations, that they should inhabit the whole earth. And he marked out their appointed times in history and the boundaries of their lands." God created people and marked out when and where they should live. Our race, our culture, language, and national heritage, they all come from God, and they will not go away even when we leave this world. I was born in India and came to United States in 1995. Just like me, there are thousands of people who are of Indian origin. They come to United States. A lot of them also come to Sacramento area. We lived in Santa Clara for 6 years and then moved to Folsom in 2001. Ever since we moved here, we started to meet with other Indian families. We started to meet with just one more family and two families. We became like 15 families over the time. And we kept on meeting all these 11 years. But while meeting, we were confined to just 4 walls. We were having Bible study every week, but we were not doing much outside of our homes. So one day God gave us this thought of starting a new Indian church, as there is no formal church for people of Indian origin with a floating population of about 20,000 people in this whole greater Sacramento area. There are several reasons when I think of why we need an Indian church in this area. I want to outline some of those reasons here. People in the Indian community need a place to worship God freely in their own languages, with their own culture, and also to fellowship with people from their own cultural background. There are many people in the community that are hurting, that are suffering because of various reasons. Some have lost hope, and some do not have a direction. Some are with different ideologies, just going in the wrong direction. So they need to be reached with God's love and compassion, just like how Jesus did in that community of Jewish people. And Mother Teresa did, showing Jesus' love in India. People in the community, they need to enjoy abundant life that Jesus only can offer. We need to let the people know how satisfying that life is. And also when our parents and elders, they come from India, they need a place to come and worship God freely. They cannot be really comfortable in an American church because they don't understand the language or the culture, or they cannot really identify themselves with the group. So these are some of the reasons. But when Hepsi and I were praying, there were some other people also, they had this vision of starting a church. And we all met and we shared this vision with all the other families in our group, and we decided to start this new Indian church. There are many, many people over the years that have supported us, encouraged us to start a church. And finally, in God's time, we started meeting from July 1st by the help of God and also help of the pastors and elders at Oak Hills. Our motto is love God and love people. Actually, that's our vision, love God and love people. That sums up the whole 10 Commandments. And we want to love God and worship Him. And at the same time, we want to love people just like how Jesus loved them. And we want to share this good news that there is abundant life that's available in Jesus only if you believe in Him. And we also want to love people not only with our words, but also with our deeds. So we visit apartments and homes in the community to share this good news of Jesus. And also we visit old age rehab center in Roseville to comfort them with God's word and pray for them. We also support a missionary couple from Tamil Nadu, India, Devasahayam and Parrot. You can see their picture. They are missionaries in Caribbean islands, working among students in that area. So we are supporting them, and we are also extending our support to orphanage in Andhra Pradesh, India, where 60 children and few widows live. So those are the people, the children that live in that orphanage. There are 60 children. They don't have a home. They live in a worship center, basically in a church. And so God enabled us to start a building for them, to construct a building for them. So in future, God willing, we want to support more people like that. We are deeply grateful to the Lord for giving us this opportunity to serve the Indian community. And also we want to thank each and every one of the people that have encouraged us, loved us, prayed with us, and supported us. There are many, many people. I cannot name them here, but may God bless all of them. And we request you to continue to pray for our church so that we will be faithful and live a life worthy of the calling that we have received. Whenever you can, please come and join us for worship service. We meet here in Oak Hills upstairs in the chapel, Sunday evenings at 5 o'clock. Also, please inform your friends, especially people from Indian origin. Thank you.